let's talk about when NFL season started. We haven't talked about the Dallas Cowboys one time. So we're going to take the next 10 minutes and talk about the Dallas Cowboys. Dakota Rain Prescott is set himself up for the greatest payday in the history of this league. He is, well, the way they framed this contract, he is well on his way to unrestricted free agency. He hasn't really had any talks with the Cowboys. They haven't really been going anywhere. We've had like 2 or 3 Jerry Jones press conferences. What's the name of Jerry's son, who's the CEO? Stephen Jones, basically saying that they know that it's feeling like things might change as far as what salary cap is going. And it kind of feels like what Jerry Jones means by going all in, which he said all offseason, is I'm going all in with this final roster. If these niggas can't get it done in year 9 of them being together, we just gonna start over, which is weird. I can't remember the last time the Cowboys actually like rebuild it. Like at least I can't remember the last time at all they rebuild it. Kind of feel like they went through a little tough period of quarterback after not having Aikman, but even I think they had Bledsoe for a little bit. But it's like they went from had Romo for like a decade, and then they went right into Dak. So Dak, I believe he's gone. I think that CD Lamb is gonna. CD Lamb will come to an agreement, but I don't think it's gonna be what the money he's gonna be expecting. But Dak is gonna get paid, and the reason why I think he's gonna get $60 million per year is because look at these contracts from other quarterbacks who aren't even better than Dak right now, and they had to give up assets. They were in trades. Look at the Deshaun Watson contract. Look at Kirk Cousins contract. It's going to be even bigger than that. And if I was him, I'd be playing with absolutely with house money, because I'm gonna go out here, do my thing. If the Cowboys do well and they win, they're gonna be inclined to pay me. If they don't, some other team is gonna pay me, just because there's not a lot of good quarterbacks in the NFL. And to me, if I'm his agent, I'm Birdman hand rubbing right now. The thing that I'm looking at for this, and Orlando just said that in the chat, is I've got my eye on Michael Parsons. When this fallout happens and the rubble disappears, I want to see there's a way that the Bears can be able to get him. But as far as that's going to be a paid man. We're going to look at that contract and be like, this is asinine. But if you got guys like Jordan Love and you got guys like Tua, who both of them, in my opinion, are not better than Dak, getting the money they're going to get, Dak is going to get cashed out. Courtney, you're over there in Dallas. Do Dallas Cowboys fans feel that this is the year with Dak, or are we just on the outside just thinking he's going to leave, but they're not thinking about that?
You're 100% spot on. There actually have been like a lot of reports about the training camp attendance in Oxnard being lower than like in years past. So people kind of already have like again, I'm speaking very generally here. I know there's a lot of Cowboys fans that are very delusional and think every year is their year. But I'd say for the most part, with my friends who are all Cowboys fans, there's a general sense that this is probably their last go around with Dak, and that they're probably going to end up paying CD and Micah Parsons and choosing to go that route over paying Dak Prescott for sure.
Dante, man, what you think about this situation?
You can never really know what Jerry Jones is doing. He's an interesting man. Stephen Jones has tried to do their best to keep him in check. But I think we're at a point where I don't see how you don't pay Dak. Like, I just don't. Like, no, and it is with all the criticism I've said about Dak. I still think, when they need him the most, he usually puts up stinkers. That's just a fact. But I think it's in a situation where when you look around the league and you see these QB situations and how once a team top guy goes down, they're pretty much cooked. You traded for Trey Lance, but do you really expect Trey Lance to come in and do what Dak Prescott did? I don't think so. Like he hasn't pretty much played a full season of football since fucking high school. So I don't know how you could see that. So I think it's a situation where you're going to have to give Dak his money. And that's when, like Orlando said, and like we've been saying for a while now, that's when the Bears, you take a look at a Michael Parsons, because I think everybody's not going to get paid. Everybody's not going to get paid. That's just not going to happen. Despite the fact that the Cowboys are one of those teams that, print money, but with the NFL and the salary cap and the way things go, they just, they play it safe. They play it smart. And so I think he is going to pay Dak. Like you can't go and not pay Dak. That would just be dumb.
Bane, do you think that Jerry's gonna cave? You know, Jerry has been known of giving contracts last minute. Or do you think that Dak is about that thing?
I think that Jerry's going to try to cave, but that price is going to be way too much. Dak's going to fuck around and get 60, 65 million because somebody's going to run that price up. So, yeah, that's a little scary, fam. I don't think I would have waited this long to pay this man. And who's your alternative? The Cowboys are going to be good enough to not. Hell no, and they're not gonna be bad enough to be asked for Shador, or for Carson Beck. So they're stuck between a rock and a hard place. They're gonna have to give up at least 60. But I think the Raiders might come in and be like, "Yo, I got 62 for you, Playboy. Let's slide."
It's Trey Lance season, baby.
Hey, shit. Sorry.
We gotta go back and revisit that 2021 draft one day because a lot of them niggas are ass. And Trevor Lawrence, trick off Trev, you are under surveillance this fall and winter, my boy. You are under surveillance. I'm with you, Bang. Raiders. That's the team I want to see Dak go in. I think that team just needs a decent quarterback. You think I'm finna believe Aiden McConnell or white people's favorite quarterback, Gardner Minshew? I think not. Like, they have a good defense. They've got a very agitated Devontae Adams that I am very close to thinking he might be a New York Jet by the second half of the season if he keeps talking the way he was talking on wide receiver. I think they're going to put all their chips on the table and try to get Dak. And I've never thought in my life, like, yo, I'd like to be Dak Prescott right now. But that nigga's about to get paid.
That paper on this player haters, old news, money on the other line, so I'm not gonna hold you. Money on the other line, so I'm not gonna